All right, well, what else can you say about the career resurgence of Charles "Do Bronx" Oliveira? Cut his teeth in the UFC. Late 2017, he had lost 3 of 4. Nobody was talking about him, and then he goes on to produce one of the greatest winning streaks in UFC lightweight history.
Well, he did a great job just rebuilding, refocusing, shifting the mindset from having issues at times when it got tough to getting through the tough and dominating guys. Many relied on him going back to that guy from before. That guy disappeared on that championship run. Charles Oliveira is a beast, and we will see if tonight he gets his hand raised and he proves once again why he's one of the best lightweights in the world.
Don't look for too much in terms of risk management, though. Even given what happened in the Makhachev fight, Charles Oliveira is an aggressive, high-octane, offensive fighter, and that is the expectation as to what we will see here tonight. All right, so here's the undisputed UFC lightweight champion and one of the very best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, Makhachev. He trained alongside this man for years. He has every skill in the book, and the X factor tonight is that undisputed.
Yeah, that's one of his brothers is what they call him. Makhachev, though, is the guy that really does strike fear in so many lightweights' minds. He's a guy that possesses wrestling ability. He's a guy that possesses striking ability. The grappling is second to none. And just his size and physicality is so difficult to deal with. He is a tremendous fighter, and he will be pushed even more forward with the presence of his good friend, Hasbulla.
You do wonder, though, if the opposing corner is a little bit intimidated given Hasbulla's presence in the Makhachev fight. Makhachev ready to engage in another high-profile matchup here tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC lightweight champion, Charles "The Bronx" Oliveira! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Islam Makhachev.
Herb Dean, third party in the octagon tonight. All right, Islam Makhachev, the UFC lightweight champion, putting the belt on the line tonight against the former King Charles "Do Bronx" Oliveira. They met for the first time at UFC 280. That was back in 2022. And "Do Bronx" looking for a different result here tonight.
You know, John, that was the first time we saw Charles Oliveira over the course of a long run struggle with the fight style. But Charles Oliveira has promised us he's gone back to the drawing board. He's fixed the holes in the game. He has a different approach to Makhachev. Let's see how he handles this test for the second time. Makhachev is confident, though, that he gets the job.
Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so that he can try to get his chokes off or find great ground and pound, but very patient ground and pound from such a dominant position. Oh, he got to his spot.
All right, dominant position for him here, full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees, push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent.
Makhachev's in half guard. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you gotta be careful here. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Islam Makhachev.
Now he's going full mount.
Nice positional control here.
Beautiful transition. He's got to find a way to get back to his feet.
Oh, arm triangle. Arm triangle. Arm triangle.
Now he's in trouble.
Still trying to get the submission here.
Very smart there. You never favor submission over a dominant position.
Excellent ground and pound there by Islam Makhachev.
Oh, right in the mouth.
Pretty good head movement. He's avoiding a lot of these ground strikes. Well, this is exactly what you like to see. Nice combination of ground and pound punches. Outstanding pressure and activity by Islam Makhachev.
Gotta move out of there. Come on.
Good work, guys. Come on.
Lift the hips. Lift the hips. Let's go.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah. No pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land. He's trying to land effective strikes. Beautiful ground strikes landed.
Let's go. Push those hips.
All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are, because it's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs, and if a person isn't very understanding of that, then you can really put some damage on it.
Posture's up. Ooh, and he lands a brutal strike to the head. These ground strikes are starting to add up. All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
He can attack submissions, but those submissions will present themselves once he is landing that brutal ground and pound he is known for, because then his opponent will start to get a little bit desperate to get out from under him, which will then in turn leave arms dangling, or he'll turn to his knees and get choked out.
Round two next.
All right, take a seat for me, bud. Deep breath. Let's get that heart rate down. All right, you with me? Good. Beautiful round. You definitely won that round. Now watch.
All right, let's get you some pictures from that previous round, DC. A lot of good work with the ground and pound strike.
Yeah, he was able to control posture, get himself postured up, land big ground and pound as he ended the round. What a great finish to a fantastic round.
Well, how about the movement off of the back? Nice job to avoid the ground and pound here by Oliveira. All right, round two. All right, DC, here we go with our next round. And how about the ground and pound skills in the previous round? His opponent better make some adjustments or Mom's not going to recognize him.
You're funny. He's got no action to change this, because this guy on top is so good with his pressure. He's not even controlling your body with his hand. And that's the detail that everybody's missing. He's sitting in that half guard, and his bottom half is securing his opponent. So his top half is moving. It's adjusting. He's posting his hand on his face, dropping elbows. When he's able to pull back, he's throwing his punches. There is a real intelligence in his approach to his ground and pound. It is truly great to watch. It is unbelievable to watch a guy so skilled in such an important area of fighting.
All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
The ground strikes starting to pile up. All right, well, that eye is officially disgusting right now. I don't know, man. If I'm a doctor, maybe I'm thinking about getting involved.
Well, you can see him getting up out of his seat. You know, he's looking very closely at the damage on the eye. We may get him in here before the round even ends.
All right, so when is too much too much? I mean, I'm not sure I need to see this fighter absorb any further damage here tonight.
It's okay if his corner or the ringside physician calls a stop to this thing. He has been battered, he has been beaten, and the result is not going to change. Oh, that's getting deep. Got an angle here to try to change the position.
Oh, so how about that position over submission as he bails on the sub?
I think that's a great job. You got to make sure you don't end up in a worse position because you're trying to score a submission.
I know you've got a huge appreciation for this.
Oh, I mean, this is high-level grappling by both of these guys. Great defense by the defensive fighters.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Islam Makhachev. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. Standing over his opponent here and making these strikes count. Beautiful sequence there by Islam Makhachev. All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back.
Oh, might be able to get his leg here, and he does. Oh, I don't know. That heel hook looks tight. Somehow, some way, he got out.
These guys are back and forth, and the submission defense wins this transition.
Under 2 minutes to go.
That's it. Very good.
Makhachev's back to the side control now. Oh, looked like that strike from the bottom fighter got the crowd's attention. Oliveira getting absolutely worked here from the top. These are some very effective ground and pound strikes. Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man hasn't.
Oh, he's going for a choke here. This could be tough.
Oh my goodness, he might have it. These big actions got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys can start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round.
Look at that. Recognizing he's about to lose position.
Can't get it. Good awareness by the defensive fighter. 30 seconds to go in round 2. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
10 seconds to go.
Movement defensively here on the ground by Islam Makhachev. Round 3 next.
Stop.
All right, mercifully, that is it for the round, and Oliveira's eye is in rough shape. I mean, I would just probably quit, but he's not going to do that. But I would not be surprised if the ringside physician did come in and take a look at that here between rounds. All right, DC, we got a few clips of the damage done in that round. Can see where things really started to escalate.
Yeah, really open up that cut, John. The blows are just devastating. He's got to get out of the way more. I mean, if this guy won't do it himself, somebody's got to help him.
Yeah.
Because you cannot keep taking these types of shots.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Oh, he landed a beautiful straight punch there, DC. He's got an edge in reach and certainly is making it count in this one. Working off the jab, it's good. he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Makhachev gets the single leg takedown, well played.
He passes the half.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's gonna try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
No wrist control. Let's see it. Let's see it. Come on.
Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Oliveira. Rubber guard form now, DC. Some people believe this is nothing more than a stall tactic. What do you think the offensive fighter is trying to do?
He needs to regain his posture, right? He needs to shove that foot down from around his neck, shove it down, build your base, get that arm free, and then get back to work trying to advance position to your ground and pound.
Right.
If you play in there, you can find yourself in a lot of danger if you're not careful.
Good work from the top here by Makhachev. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position, and you see this fighter today loves it too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler. Massive hook lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight. Guillotine jump.
You gotta be kidding me, he's out.
The way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
Really maximizing his shots here on the ground. Another ground and pound strike gets home.
Oh, in the mouth.
And we have passed the midpoint of the fight.
Nice.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Pretty productive with the strikes here off his back. Makhachev's able to transition back to side control now. Oh, another blow hits that cut. Referee might need to call on the doctor here soon.
Darce choke attempt here.
Oh, Darce choke locked and loaded. Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Oh, good ground and pound here.
Great submission defense on display tonight.
Makhachev's in half guard now.
Stay tight, stay tight.
Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Oliveira.
Stop. Stop. Break.
All right, so the ref has called a break to the action, and it likely means, yes, he will call in the doctor to look at that cut, which is just leaking all over the octagon right now.
A lot of blood, John, but this is a fight. I mean, guys bleed, girls bleed. It happens in a fight. These guys should be able to continue.
And the doctor doesn't, he doesn't care about the fans, doesn't care about your feelings at home. That will do it. That cut calls an end to things, and ultimately it'll go into the books as a TKO doctor stoppage. All right, so that'll do it. TKO via doctor stoppage, and at some point, the doctor has no choice but to save the athlete from themselves. Too much damage to that cheek.
Absolutely. I mean, all of these strikes just kept landing directly on his cheek. You know, it got the point to be so bad that once the doctor was brought into the octagon, he had no choice but to call this fight. And very rarely do we agree, but right now we agree with the decision.
All right, here now Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight. Declaring the winner by TKO, Islam Makhachev.
Oh, how good is that? And the crowd responds in kind. An incredible finish for the wrestler tonight, getting the better of the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner.
They say wrestling base kills jiu-jitsu, and that's exactly what we saw tonight.
Yeah.
His wrestling was so strong that his opponent had nothing for him, and it showed tonight.